Hey guys, today we're doing a official Nabla part 2. I never released part 1 because it was just really bad, but I'm willing to give them a second chance because recently I tried a few of their stuff just accidentally and it was great, it was amazing, it was fantastic. So I want to give them a second chance with slightly different makeup, filling in with some other brands when it comes to products that I didn't enjoy, and then yeah, hoping for a good face of makeup. I've had a very stressful day today. It's been not very fun, and the one thing that can get me out of this stress is makeup. I love trying new makeup, putting on makeup. I like the whole thing, so I feel like maybe that will be a good escape for me today. So last time I hated the foundation and the concealer, so today I'm trying their new product, the Skin Realist. It's a tinted balm, which sounds right on my street. The other one was kind of more mattifying, more dry. It's hyaluronic acid microspheres. I already have my skincare on and the Fenty Dewy hydrating primer. That one works for everything, and I think it's just gonna be a good vibe for this one. Anyway, I just got the lightest shade they had. It's One Fair. It looks about right. It's got a pump, which I love. I love this packaging. I think it's really cute. Anyway, how have you guys been? Other than, you know, I've been stressed, but that's nothing new for me. I feel like stress just gets attached to me and follows me everywhere I go. I'm trying to pump it out. But yeah, other than that, I've had both of my vaccinations now, both doses for my vaccine. So if you have been wondering, you know how I'm doing fine. This is the consistency and the color looks amazing. So I don't have a mirror. Hold on. I don't know how I prepared for this. Let me just use one of the palettes that I got for today's video. I tried the eyeshadows as well last time and I wasn't heavily impressed, so I gave the palette away, but I bought 2 of their most recent launches, so I'm assuming that formula might be what everyone is raving about. Oh my god, this is more coverage than I thought, and already it looks like miles better than, you know, what the other one looked like on my skin. Oh my god, this is amazing. Okay, well, this is why you give brands a second chance, because I'm in love officially. Like, this is so good for summertime. Look at this. Amazing coverage, super hydrating, like the most natural finish, not clinging to any dry spots, any dry patches. Look at this up close. It looks so stunning. Wow, I can't believe I found a new tinted balm that I'm in love with. I always love finding little things like this, mainly with Nabla being like an up-and-coming indie brand. I feel like it's just amazing. This is reminding me ever so slightly of like the IT Cosmetics CC cream, just much better shade range, a more affordable price tag, an indie brand, you know. So I feel like if you love the IT Cosmetics CC cream but find it a tiny bit too thick, you might really enjoy this one. Then I'm just going to use my trusty Glossier stretch concealer. I feel like that one will just go best with this kind of makeup. But yeah, so I'm just highly impressed right now. Look at this glow. I love this. I think the shade was so good for me. I look so healthy right now. I needed this because I looked like death. I haven't slept well. I slept for like 4 hours yesterday, just stressing, anxiety, you know, we love to hear it. I wasn't a huge fan of this powder last night. It's not like I didn't like it, I just didn't think it was good enough to keep around, I'm gonna be honest with you, so I'll just try it again today. I gave it to my mum and I'm glad she still had it because I could use it. Set under my eyes first because that's usually where you get more creasing, and I just want to make sure it looks good. Like, so I'll be filming some more videos in this makeup, hopefully. I have the energy to film today. This is the close-up smoothing pressed powder in light. Okay, much better than when I filmed this video initially. Genuinely like a nice smoothing powder. So if you were worried, don't be. It smoothed everything out. I think it looks amazing. Like, no creasing, such smooth skin. I'm upset that I didn't try this again before. Anyway, I'll take a big brush and I'll dunk it into here and just set my whole face, because I'm doing powder products, so just want a smooth base to work on. My hair is getting stuck. You can see it's like a very light powder because it's still leaving a luminosity behind. It's not like completely setting the makeup, which is great. I think this is the most stunning, natural looking skin that I've had in a long time. This powder, great. Now let's do my favorite products that I've tried recently. The bronzer and the blush and the highlight. These are top products of the year. Top bronzer, top blush, top highlight. I love these. Love, 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 love. And I actually, for this video, bought a new shade of the blush that I already tried. This is in the shade Independence, and I love it. So let's just get into it. This is the bronzer I have in the shade Amber, and it's like this most beautiful, like buildable, luminous bronzer. It's so stunning. It's very buildable though. Like you have to like go in and, you know, build it up a few times, but that's why it works for me. I just think it's super like natural, and it kind of fits this complexion product more because it's like supposed to be that skin like almost natural makeup, and that's exactly what it is. Look at this, it just builds so perfectly and it just blends. Like there is no patchiness, no skippiness. It looks like it belongs on your face, and it's not powdery at all because it's a baked formula, so it just melts right into the skin. Look at that, the most subtle glow. I'm just patting because I didn't set my makeup like fully, like, you know how some people like bake and stuff. I don't do that, so I like to tap just in case, so that I don't cause much skipping or anything. I like to tap and then ever so slightly like pull, if that makes sense. Just like ever so slightly. I feel like I applied way more bronzer on this side, so I'm just gonna now actually blend now that I've applied like another powder. I feel like it's set now, because the bronzer is technically a powder setting the makeup. Just a little bit on the side here. Just using this to make me look more glowy and alive. I don't do any precise like contouring, it's more so just like bronzing and contouring all in one go. And then just on the jawline, just for consistency's sake. Look at this bronzer, isn't it stunning? I think it's amazing. Anyway, this gets a 10 out of 10 for me. One of my top 3 bronzers probably of all time. Then we get into this blush. I love it, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed, guys. Like, I can't even begin to describe how obsessed I am. This has like a beautiful mauvey, it's almost Milani Luminoso, less shimmer though, like less actual particles of shimmer, more just like a sheen. Just like a natural flush. I apply quite a lot. And then just swing that kind of to the end of my cheeks. That looks scary, but like trust me, it all comes together in the end. I always do the blush crazy and then I go in and sometimes add even more, because you can never get enough blush. Like, look at how stunning this blush is. I know that's a bit extreme, but if you guys want to apply less, you of course are more than welcome to. I just like to do this like really strong blush at the end, and I think it just like lifts your face and just looks really stunning. It like changes the shape of your face, and also I'm just like obsessed with blush, so I can't help myself. And then I just drag some kind of like into the center of my face just for consistency's sake, just like whatever's left over. And look at this, wow. Sheen, glow, stunning, no texture. So this is in the shade Independence, and I also have Lola, which is a slightly more pink, more raspberry shade. And then my favorite product, absolute favorite product, is the highlight. This is the Skin Glazing in Ozone. So good. I've used it so much that I've already wiped off the B. I've wiped off the A, B, and we're left with like a piece of L, a piece of N, and a piece of A. I just swing my brush into there pretty heavily. And look at this, guys. It looks like skin. Like, you can't tell I'm wearing... It looks like if I applied a really blinding cream highlight where it just melts into the skin and you can't tell that there's any powder on my skin. Like, right now, if someone looked at my skin up close, they'd say I'm either like not wearing makeup and I'm just like weirdly make-upped without makeup, or that I'm wearing like all cream products. There is zero texture on my face. Zero like powderiness. It's just like makeup, but skin makeup. Oh, so good. This highlight is also top 3 for me. I actually put it into my top 3 in each category video that I did recently, so that speaks volumes. And then I take the blush brush and I blend the blush into the highlight, just so there's no like stripiness. I like to do this just to make sure everything's blended and beautiful. So that is the skin up close. No powderiness. It looks incredible. So far, I'm obsessed. Let's keep on going. I don't have any setting spray. I don't think they sell setting spray as far as I saw on the website. So we'll just be using my Project Pen stuff, which is my Milk Hydro Grip. One of my faves. Really nice, solid setting spray. I'm just opening up the palette again. Okay, I'll just wait for this to dry. I'm very excited to give the eyeshadow a second chance. I feel like I just came across a dud, probably. Like, that's what it was. Because everyone's obsessed with these eyeshadows, so I can't be the only one that doesn't like them. because that would be quite embarrassing actually. Ignore how crazy wet this looks right now. It's drying, it's gonna soak in. I'm applying the MAC Paint Pot as my eyeshadow primer. I think they sell eyeshadow primer now, Nabla. I'm not sure, but I don't buy eyeshadow primers because you don't end up going through them very quickly, so it just seems like they'll expire before you even get to them. Like, I've been going at this primer for probably a year, and I didn't even start it a year ago when it was like fresh. It was already used a little bit, and I'm still not finished with it, so it's probably like a 2-year process to use up one of these, but I'm being persistent and I will finish it. So that's done. I think this is just like a good eyeshadow primer. It just works. I'm going to take the close-up powder and set the base. I like to do that. I know it's not like proper etiquette for makeup, but I just prefer doing that. Then I'll go in with the eyeshadows. So I have 2 palettes. One of them is a newer one and one of them is slightly older, but they're both essentially new launches. This is the older one. It's the Side by Side by Nabla that everyone raved about. And it's just so beautiful. It's like a mixture of cool tones, warm tones, and everything in between. Some of these shimmers look much more impressive than the palette that I got, which was this one. And then this came out literally the other day. Like, this is a brand new launch. This is the analog palette. They also came out with a blue version. And this is what this one looks like. Apparently this shade here is super special. So I might actually use this palette because it's newer and you guys might be a little bit more interested in this one. But I will be giving the Side by Side palette a try sometime soon. I'll see if maybe I can dip into both palettes because they seem to be kind of swinging in like a similar soft glam direction. So I'll definitely be using this shimmer here. It looks like a beautiful duochrome. It almost looks like Pat McGrath eyeshadows. This one in the inner corner, these, but maybe I'll just dip into like one of these as transition shades. Okay, so I'll be taking a big brush. This is a Sigma Soft Blend 30, and I'll be going into Bonjour, which is up here, very like light transition shade, and just applying that into the crease and just swinging it through. Okay, first application, it's a very light shade, so it could be that, but it could also be the fact that this is a really good formula because it's blending really well almost immediately. So hoping that will be the case for the rest of the palette. But right now we're getting a stunning, seamless blend, unskippy. It's just blending seamlessly to create a beautiful base. Okay, very light, but that's what I wanted. Then I'll take Half Time, which is slightly deeper. It's very cool toned, but that's fine. We'll mix cool toned, warm tones. There's no rules on this channel. Plus, we have a cool toned lipstick from Nabla, so I didn't buy a new one. I just kept the one that I tried last time, so it's actually really nice. And we're getting a blend. Wow. I'll probably just be using this one brush. I love doing those like one brush looks. Super simple. I just want to do something very nice and like just soft glam essentially. Okay, this came out actually a little bit warmer than I thought, which is great. Then I can just add the warmer shades in. These are, I guess you could say, neutrals rather than warm or cool tone. It's just like it swings both ways. Okay, so now that I'm done with Bonjour and Half Time, I'll be dipping into Contact Sheet from the analog palette. So Contact Sheet is this one. These pans are huge. These could last you ages. I love how small this palette is though, despite like the beautiful shades picked and how big the pans are. The palette is actually a very nice size for travel. This blended out so seamlessly. I am shocked. The thing is, the mattes were really nice last time. It was mainly the shimmers that I was really unimpressed by. So I'm just like, you know, hoping that they've changed their formula since then. I just bought like an old palette. Like if you want this formula, I recommend just buying one of their newer launches because I can't vouch for the older formula. Okay, so this blended out like a dream. Let me just add slightly more on this side and swing it about. I don't want to do too much on the lower lash line. Okay, now I will take an angled brush and go into the black here, which is Dark Room. It's like a dark brown, almost charcoal-y shade. And I'll use that as a little bit of a liner. I'm not winging it out too much this time, like just ever so slightly. Keeping it focused on the end and just so slightly filling in that outer corner. Just like so. Very smooth, very buttery, and very pigmented, which is nice. But it's not flaking at all, which is super impressive. Okay, I think that little tiny liner is great. Let me just fill in that outer corner bit here. So that's that, and now let's go into this special shade here. I just want to touch it and swatch it. Oh my god, okay, this is so much better than, oh my god, god, this is so stunning. It's duochrome. It's like yellow gold to peach to pink. It's the most stunning shade. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, I guess I'm obsessed with Nabla now, fully. I'm hoping the side to side palette has shimmers that are also amazing. I don't want to, you know, be disappointed. When I did the Nabla video, I was very disappointed because I heard so many good things about Nabla and then it just didn't come true for me. And I was like, what am I doing wrong that these are just not coming out right for me? And then I think I just tried like a palette that was maybe a little bit too old and they had changed their formula at that point. I don't know. You know, new indie brands are improving all the time. So I think it's just, you know, fair to give them a second chance. I'll be using the 35mm shade here as the inner corner and brow bone highlight. Oh my god, so nice. So smooth and just like the perfect shade of like yellow gold, but like not flashy yellow gold, just like a muted yellow gold. And then I'll be slightly dragging the overexposed shade on like the lower lash line here. And I'm just looking forward to trying this one out. I think it'll be amazing. I hope that the formula is similar. I mean, it looks incredible. So I'll be trying these out in a different video, and these could become my staple nude palettes. Then we'll do brows. I got rid of my Nabla brow products. They were fine, like I used them, but I don't have them anymore and I didn't repurchase them. So I'll just be using my Colourpop brow pencil in blonde, and then I'm just using the Charlotte Tilbury Brow Fix Clear Brow Gel through my brows. Okay, and then I actually got a new mascara that they came out with. So I tried the old one and it was kind of very unimpressive, so I gave it to my mum, but this is the Vicious one. It's got this panther on top with red eyes. I think it's so cool. Anyway, I'll curl my lashes and I'll give this one a try. I think the packaging is so cool and so heavy feeling. Okay, it's a plastic wand, which like I'm not very fond of. Oh my god, this is gripping onto every lash. It's a really weird feeling because it almost feels like it's tugging on my eyelashes, like it's actually gripping them and like getting in between there, which is kind of crazy. It's creating kind of long lashes, not much volume as of the first coat, but so far I think these are lengthy. So if you've got like short stubby lashes, this might be amazing for you. I've got long lashes, so length isn't super important to me. It's more about thickness. This isn't giving too much thickness, it's giving more length. But I think sometimes that is important as well. I think with this kind of formula, it seems super buildable. So I feel like with the second layer, we're bound to get some volume. But it's super separating, like it doesn't clump the lashes at all. It almost just like wants to separate them, which I think is great. Okay, let me go in for layer number 2 on this first eye, just focusing on the outer corner. Oh yeah, that is giving me so much more volume now, but it's still not clumping, it's super separating. I'm actually pleasantly surprised with this one. I wouldn't necessarily repurchase it because it is mainly a length mascara, but if you are looking for length, I think this is giving me just that, like length, separation. But look at that, these are so long. Let me do my bottom lashes. Oh yeah, this is not intended for bottom lashes because it just makes them super long. So just be careful, she's gonna look insane like me. Look at this, it's too much. Okay, hold on, I'm trying to keep my eyes open so that I don't spread it on my bottom, like my under eye. This is why I have to be super careful with what mascaras I use on my bottom lashes because it can transfer really bad for me if they're too long. Okay, if you wanted length, this mascara will give you length. Like you can see by my bottom lashes, I've already taken off so much of the mascara. I'm like peeling it off like this. Okay, that was a lot of length. Gotta be careful. But this is what they look like. 2 on top and like half a layer on bottom. Overall, really nice mascara actually. It gave me length, it gave me drama, that's for sure. Lipstick and lip gloss. I have the Nabla lipstick in Backbeat. It's like a super like velvety matte cool toned lipstick. Oh my god, it's like super light. I'm gonna do a brown lip liner and I'll be right back. So this is that with lip liner. I think it's just like the most stunning cool toned brown. So I'm just gonna apply the lip gloss. This is the Shine Theory lip gloss in Toxic Love. It's like a pinky goldy lip gloss. I remember really liking this. So this is it. I think it looks super nice. Everything just blended super well. Everything works well together. So let's go over the things. I didn't try a primer, but I tried the Skin Realist skin tint, and it's super stunning. Like a really good formula, one of my favorites right now. Like after first application, I'm in love with it. I think it just looks like skin, but it looks like really perfect skin, like just really a really nice formula, really natural. Powder, which I gave a second chance to, which I think is actually a solid powder. Like not one of my favorites by any means. I have like a top 3 already, but this is definitely a good powder. Super smoothing, and it doesn't create any creases or lines. These, if I say you have to run out and get anything, it's these 3. I think these 3 are one of the most amazing complexion products I've tried this year or last year. Just really good products. The eyeshadow palettes, super good so far. I tried 2 mattes from this one and they were great, and then this palette is just amazing. Super special formula, super special shades. I think it just looks so good, and I'd love to travel with this. I think it's just like the perfect, like, these are the shades you need. You don't really need much else. But then this, like, I'm intrigued by these shades, and I hope that the formula is just as good. I think you get so much more variety with this one. Then I tried the mascara. It's not for me, but it's definitely for someone. Like, it's not a bad mascara. I just don't need length. My eyelashes are so long already that I'm just like, please give me volume, not length. So I think this, if you need length, this will give you unreal length. Then we have obviously the lipstick and the lip gloss. Super stunning. This shade, make sure you have a lip liner to go with it. And this lip gloss is just super good. It's not sticky, it's shiny, it's got shimmer going through it. It looks glossy, but it's not goopy or anything like that. Really good product. Anyway, that'll be it for today's video. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, anything in the comment down below, and subscribe to those videos every time I think of something to do. So hit that bell, be notified when that's happening. So if you need links in the links in the description, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.